Tonight is Ladies' Night. It's the ladies' final, and certainly over the last few years, it's been totally dominated by just two ladies. And here they are, Linda Moffat, who became Linda Leadbitter when she got married, dominating 4 times, 93, 94, 95, and then last year, 98. The only other lady, Sue Thompson, 96 and 97. So these two ladies have completely dominated the ladies' game in terms of pool. But not this year. Already a big shock. Lisa Quick defeating Sue Thompson in the semi-finals. And there you see the last ball going down. And a dejected Sue Thompson, but a delighted Lisa Quick. Brilliant stuff by Lisa Quick. Let's find out about this lady. She's also a snooker player as well as a pool table player. Estelle Matthews spoke to her.
Yes, Jonathan, an amazing feat by Lisa Quick and a first-timer to the World Championships. And I think you're still recovering from the shock, aren't you, Lisa?
Yes, it was a big shock for me. I wasn't really expected to do this well in the tournament, and well, I managed to get through somehow.
How did you go about beating Sue Thompson? And it must have been a very difficult psychological thing to do.
Yeah, it was. I mean, everyone knows how good a player Sue is, and basically I just wanted to concentrate on my own game and the table and try and out-pot her if I could.
And she's known for playing mind games.
Yeah, I know I had to be psychologically strong, and I felt quite good about it, and I think I went about it the right way.
Okay, you've done that. Now you're going into the final to meet 4 times world champion Linda Leadbitter. How are you going to face that one?
Again, she's such a strong player all round. Obviously, she's not going to be really going for the pots so much, I don't think. I think she's going to try and tie me down. But I just want to stick to the same game plan and do my best.
There's a lot of bets from the boys out there on you. Do you think they're going to be right?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I've gone into every match the same. I could have gone out a couple of times earlier in the tournament, and anything else is a bonus, really.
Well done. Well, I think Lisa's quietly confident. That's her view. Let's find out what Linda has to say. I spoke to her earlier.
I'm feeling fairly confident. I've played Lisa twice before, and I've beat her twice, and I'm feeling quite confident. I'm playing quite well, so just hope I play well on the day.
Now with me to enjoy it is Vicky Layton, a semi-finalist here last year. And first of all, let's go back to Lisa Quick. A big surprise for the ladies' game for her beating Sue Thompson.
Yeah, it was a fantastic match for those who did watch it. It was not really a surprise. I mean, Lisa Quick is a fantastic player, and she did actually outpot Sue. There's a few mistakes crept into Sue's game, which Lisa capitalised on and played really well. Took out her finishes when she needed to. And there won't be no surprise if she does do well out there today.
What about Linda? They mentioned it in the interview there, not having Sue around. They've met so many times before. How's she going to approach this? Is it going to be harder playing an unknown in terms of Lisa?
No, I think she'll actually play better, knowing that she hasn't got to play Sue. She has played Lisa a couple of times and has beaten her. But I think she'll be relaxed out there. I mean, it's Lisa's first time out there and her first time in the tournament. So who knows? It's a hard one to call.
All right, thanks, Vicky. Let's take a look at these two ladies a little bit closer in terms of their achievements getting to this point. From Kettering, age 26 and ranked world number 1, and her career highlights 4 times world champion and a finalist in 97 as well. The pedigree is all there for Linda Leadbitter. What about her opponent, Lisa Quick? She's from Weston-super-Mare. She tells me that John Cleese is from there too. Those are the 2 famous people from Weston-super-Mare. Age 24, she's unranked in the world rankings, but 3rd in the European Championships this year, as well as part of the winning team in the team's competition this year. Let's take a look at the way both these ladies made it to the final. And Linda's record, pretty brilliant there. Quarter-finalist a little bit closer, 7-5, but she hardly dropped any frames on the way through. And what about Lisa? Well, we've already mentioned that she'd beaten Sue Thompson in the semi-finals, but her other games, her only the first one perhaps, a little bit close, but pretty confidently all the way through. So it's ladies' night. It's the ladies' final. We have a very known figure in Linda Leadbitter, but what about Lisa Quick? How quick can she be around this table?
Yes, this is the ladies' final, the one we've all been waiting for. The defending champion, Linda Leadbitter. She is making her 6th Embassy World title appearance here in the finals, up against an unfamiliar foe, Lisa Quick.
Open table.
Well, it's an open table. It was very interesting to note the comments before we look at the play here. Obviously, Lisa very well aware of Linda's tactical acumen, and she's going to want to try to avoid that at all costs. Turn it into a potting game as Sue Thompson the beaten semi-finalist at the hands of Lisa would try to do. But it's not always easy to try and impose your game. And Linda's got all the weapons. She can pot too. Well, in this, our 6th final here for Linda. In fact, our 7th Embassy World Title final. Very happy to be joined in the commentary box by a very familiar face. When the women are on the table, chances are you look beside me and you're going to see Keith Brewer. Keith, we see Linda out there, but not a lot known about Lisa Quick. She's obviously a very good snooker player. That's got to put her in good stead on this 4x8 surface out here.
Yes, Lisa's been in the England team now for a year or two and has progressed very well. She's a very good potter of a ball, obviously being a snooker player, and that showed in a semi-final when she played Sue. I mean, I actually saw most of the match, and she played excellent, and it wasn't like that Sue slipped up or anything. Lisa did completely outplay her in that match. And in previous finals, Linda has always liked to play an openish game, and I've been known to criticise her once or twice when she did lose to Sue, if she'd have just tightened her game up, you know, and she would have won. It'll be interesting to see how she takes this game, because we don't know how Lisa is going to handle the arena and the big table and all that. But I think Linda she just concentrates on her own game, doesn't let anything else distract her. She'll be okay.
Well, you can only ever worry about your game. When you're at the table, your opponent's helpless. But still, never easy.
Seconds.
Well, the only problem at the moment is whether the yellow passes into the centre pocket. And it has to be said that Linda has started off very positively in the first frame.
Well, it's difficult to tell just yet whether that yellow passes, Keith, but if it does, this is a great chance for Linda. It's very close. She's just having a look at it now.
Seconds.
Well, has she overdrawn this? Got into that one a little too much. Obviously, the way she played it, that yellow would pass to the center. But this was overscrewed by about 2 feet, Keith.
Yeah, she's actually pinched a little bit on the pocket because she needed to get really precise position on the yellow, because it only just may go into the pocket, and she's really caught hold of it. And there you can see it just passes in.
30 seconds.
The only problem, when you can only see half a pocket or 3/4 of a pocket, you need the cue ball in exact position. Not even going to attempt getting out of this, Jim, playing a tactical foul.
Yes, she's going to force Lisa to do it on her own merit. She's going to have to waste a shot, it looks. Well, maybe, maybe not. She's having a good look at this long red. Lisa Quick, as was mentioned, number 5 in the world in snooker. Well, she didn't have to waste one. Our first look at Lisa. Disposed of Sue Thompson. 7 frames to 3 in the semifinal. Much easier passage through to this final than many would have thought.
Second visit.
Well, when Lisa did play Sue in that semi-final, she was very, very positive in the way she played. Attacked, didn't defend, attacked at every opportunity. Now, whether she's going to do that in this match remains to be seen. But if she does play in the same vein that she played against Sue, then we should be in for a very exciting final, Jim.
Well, it's very apparent there. She doesn't want to get into a tactical battle because she could have laid a snooker on that last yellow. Intending instead to pot her way out. Still on a red to the middle. She does cue the ball very well. Signs that she has spent a lot of time over the snooker table and honed her fundamentals. And very important for her, too, to get off to a good start. It's a best of 15, a race to 8.
Same applies to Lisa here. Needs to get very good position on the red. It does definitely pass into the middle, but with the yellow just sticking out slightly, she needs to get good position to make this shot easier for herself. And that looks just about right.
Well, she feathers the white very nicely here, and she doesn't waste any time either. Down goes the 8, and Lisa Quick has started ideally here in the ladies' final. She leads the defending champion, Linda Leadbitter, by 1 frame to 0. Frame number 4, red and yellow down. This is a big start for Linda.
Red and yellow balls bottom.
Have a look at the
balls in
reds.
play.
Again, a chance in lightning fashion here to get right back on level terms.
Well, reds have come out fantastic on this break. 1 of each down, so as soon as she nominates, she's on that colour. Probably her hardest red is the one she's on now. She's screwed back up the table to eliminate this one. And then what it is, it's just a bit easier to move the cue ball around. You've got all these 4 reds nicely positioned in the bottom right-hand side of the table. So there's not too much work to do with the cue ball, so therefore less chance for making a mistake.
Softly feathers this one down the cushion. She's landed on the red to the same pocket. Very determined. It's one thing getting to the top of this game. It's another staying there. She's done both. This 8 to be right back in it. It's there, and Linda Leadbitter is right back in the thick of the hunt here. All square now with Lisa Quick, 2 frames apiece. 3-2 in front and breaking. Her last break was successful. Not so this one.
Open table.
That was a good point, though. She has done very little that we've seen from her in the past. One visit, really, the breaking out on one occasion. But other than that, there have been a lot of chinks in Linda Leadbitter's armor, and she finds herself 3-2 in front.
Well,
it's a good break off, not a ball down this time. Important to get on the best suit now.
Red ball's in play.
Doesn't seem to be striding around the confidence that she had earlier. But then she did get off to a wonder start, 2-0 up, quick fast time. That's the way she played her semi-final. Very exciting lady to watch play, Paul, this one. Going to eliminate probably her most difficult red at the moment. This one up in the bulk area of the table. Comes down, we'll have just 4 reds remaining.
She looks like a very sure potter once she gets her eye in, gets a rhythm around the table. She really does cue effortlessly. A long action, that usually translates into a lot of cue power when it's required as well.
Look at that shot there. Perfect cueing and in perfect position. Okay, she's got a little bit of work to do here. No problem in potting the next red, but the last red, as you can see, is hampered by the yellow, so she needs to get precise position. But then the problem is, where's the black going to go? Well, it will go into either middle pocket. She's got a little angle on this, so she'll probably go bottom left, and she can't see all of the pocket, as you can see, because there's a yellow there. So she needs to get good position on the black here.
Well, that's just the sort of reply that Lisa Quick was looking for. A terrific finish right off the bat, and she's back level pegging with Linda Leadbitter, 3 frames apiece. There's that look of resignation on Linda's face. 7-3 behind. 5 remaining. Linda wants them all. Here's her first chance.
Open table.
Well, we've seen some great performances from Linda over the years, Jim, and I'm sure all our viewers would remember some of the matches and some of the great comebacks that she's mustered, but can she do it? I mean, 5 frames on the bounce here is going to take some doing against a player who's firing on all cylinders now.
Yellow ball can play.
She just hasn't been her normal self today. And as you alluded to before, Jim, whether the fact that she's now playing a bit of snooker has took that edge away from her game. I mean, she's played very well all week in reaching the final.
Red balls to
But she
play.
just hasn't performed out here today.
Well, the last frame can prove very evasive in any major final.
I think shots like that, for instance, there, I mean, Linda's such a great tactical player, and always when she wants to cover a pocket, then she would more or less do that, and you can see she's overcut and got nowhere near it. And it's just lots of little shots. It's not always the big shots that she's been weak on. It's all the little shots that she always gets right 99% of the time, and they're the ones that have been letting her down today.
Well, the red on the right-hand cushion at the bottom of the table as we look is an obvious problem for Lisa, but right now Linda has a problem in a couple areas. Yellows on the right-hand side, the two nearest the middle of the cushions. Well, there's no reason to hang your head just yet. You're 7-3 in front and in the driver's seat.
Well, at the moment we've got a bit of a tactical exchange going on, and basically what's happening is Linda's defending. She's trying to put the yellows over the pockets so that the reds are out of commission, and as she's doing that, of course, Lisa's bringing them back into playing, and that's what's going to be happening for the next few shots. Didn't want the pot, Jim.
You saw her shake her head there, Keith. Confirmed it. A difficult plant. Well, she's got a chance if she can knock this red into the center. As we see the plant again, that wasn't easy. Well, that was a plant that was a double that she wanted for sure. Had that gone in, she might have had a chance to win. But now her reds are all in the open.
Well, if Linda's going to clear up, that was the ball to move first, and the reason for that is because she can play the other yellow down the rail onto the yellow that's now sitting over the bottom right-hand pocket. So I would say after watching that shot, she's definitely off for the finish here. Well, that's pretty good. She's worked the cue ball pretty well there. A lot of pressure on her here. Back truly against the wall in this match. Although you wouldn't think it looking at her. She looks as calm as ever. And the bonus in that shot, of course, is she opened that pocket up now completely, if required for the black. So that was a nice little kiss.
Seconds.
Well, I'm a bit surprised she took it on then. She could have potted the other ball first and come back to that plant. But I'll tell you what, Jim, it took some missing, really.
No kidding. I still can't believe it stayed out.
Well, this is an opportunity, I suppose, for Lisa, but it is not an easy one.
Looks like the only shot she's got, Keith, is to slap that one in the middle pocket and go around the angles. This is a chance now. Drop the red in the corner, finish on the red to the center with a little bit of angle, as she's looking at right here, to be able to get the cue ball back for the last red on the bottom cushion.
Well, I suppose if we were going to be honest and speak from a neutral's point of view, it's always nice to see someone new in the final, and even someone new going on to win the tournament, as there's only ever been 2 winners in 6 years.
She's obviously got the angle, Keith.
30 seconds.
Well, that's a little straighter than she would have liked. Shaking her head, far too straight. She's not going to be able to get that cue ball too far away from that end cushion for comfort. But she will have a shot at the 8 in potting the red. Here it is, a chance, her first chance to become the 1999 Embassy World Champion. It's not in. So much pressure. And she can smile. I said it was her first chance. At 7-3 in front, you've got to feel she's going to get another one. At least another one.
To be fair, Jim, it was an awfully difficult shot. The white was tight on the cushion. It was a cut into the middle. And it isn't the first time we've seen them missed.
Time out, please.
Extremely difficult with the pool table because the cue ball is slightly smaller than the object ball. And when it's tight up against the cushion,
I'm running.
very, very hard to strike. Well, this is a big shot coming up right now. And it's not good. It's not good at all.
It would have been a lot worse if the cue ball would have traveled a bit further. It's not good, but she's still at the table.
You know, Jim, she should have took this ball first. When she missed the black, she was clearly on this ball and should have took this first.
Well, that might be the last shot that Linda Leadbitter plays in this year's championship. A simpler 8 now for Lisa Quick. Chance number 2. And she can get her bridge hand very comfortably on the table this time. It's there! Lisa Quick has defeated the defending champion. Now she's the champ. Lisa Quick from Weston-super-Mare is the 1999 Ladies Embassy World Pool Champion. Congratulations all around. A new champion is crowned. And what a terrific player she is.
First of all, to the runner-up is a cheque for £1,500, and our congratulations go to Linda Leadbitter. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to the winner, it's a cheque for £2,500, the tournament trophy and the title of the 1999 Embassy Ladies 8-Ball World Pool Champion, and that goes to Lisa Quick.